Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sale with Mimiciously Mimi where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hearts. Of course you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see they hurt. Yeah, guys, Lawrence appeared on our screen looking dapper, looking cute. I actually did love his outfit today. Like, he looks so sweet. I just feel like, chewing him raw. All right, guys, he started, the show started with music, and afterwards, he read some comments regarding Lima leaving the Mosha house. Afterwards, he ushered in the one and only Mosha queen, Lima Pansy. Like, guys, now with the way this thing was going today, it's giving this girl would have won this show. You needed to see crowd. You needed to see. Oh my word. Oh my word. Like, see, ever since Yolanda and Lima left, hashtag bbnation has not been trending. But because of Lima is going to be appearing on stage, the hashtag finally trend yet again. Almost talk about clouds. And then I'm going to sure mention Lima's name because what the crowd welcomed her, like the noise was too much, as in, and she looked so beautiful. And then Lawrence made her sit down, and then the questioning begins, and then Lawrence asked her, first off, Lawrence was like, okay, so how do you feel about, after everything, after you have chose the money over staying in the show, how do you feel right now, like from a neutral stand, because you've collected the money and you have actually had your time to think about it? And then she said, with her full chest, that she did not understand it. Like, she was actually nervous. She was confused. Like, she started crying after she picked the red ball. So getting to the fate room, she did not even know her left from her right anymore. Hence, she decided to choose the money, that if she would be given time to go back, she would not choose the money over staying. That she wouldn't choose the money. And then Lawrence was so surprised and like, yo, Lawrence was so surprised. You see, she would have stayed. I remember when she pressed that red stuff, she was thinking, she was like, wait, what am I going to do next? She did not even understand, and she could not ask question. That was her own bad, right? And then Lawrence asked her, they showcased her time in Biggie's house. It was quite an interesting time in Biggie's house. Of course, it should, because she is one housemate that actually gave us gist back to back this season. Kudos to her, So then after watching her time in the house, Lawrence asked her about the thing she had with Jared. How does she feel about it right now? She said she does not even feel a thing about it. And Lawrence was like, yo, so it is dead and gone. And she said, dead and gone, that it is gone for real, that there is nothing there. And she was also asked if any of those was a strategy for her. She said she never had any strategy in the house, that her being in that house was her living her reality. Like, she was just doing her, and also showing off her vulnerable self. Like, she was just living in the moment, like, as the house was giving it, she was just living. And first off, one thing she would have to say is she does not have anger issue, that a whole lot of the housemates tried to trigger her. And then Lawrence was like, is it because of Jared? She did not answer. She said just not because of him, that in general the housemate tried to trigger her, hence some of the reactions that we saw on screen. So guys, she has officially said there is nothing going on with herself and Jared, but we're not still gonna be surprised if we see them together, right? Anyways, and afterwards, Lawrence told her that she's gonna be throwing her dagger to a housemate, when they go to the house, and then she would have to give her reason, and then she accepted. But before then, Lawrence, sent a shout out to the head of house, Papa Ghost, for winning this penultimate head of house, granting himself finale, to the finale, in a speedboat to the finale, actually. And then Lawrence was like, you and your bestie Mark Jr. have one thing in common. And then with a laugh on his face, because Papa Ghost actually did laugh, because of course they are bestie. And then he said he did attest to that himself and Mark Jr. truly have something in common, And then he also, what was his name? Lawrence also sent his shout out to Mark Jr. for winning this week Friday Arenas game. Then afterwards, it was time for Lima to throw her dagger. And guess whom she threw her dagger to? It was to Mark Jr. In her words, she said, I'm going to throw my dagger to my very good friend, Mark Jr. Of course, this has turned to the new thingy of people who are close throwing dagger to each other. It's no longer throwing to people who piss you off in the house. This ending period, they started throwing it to people they love in the house. And then, what's his name? Lawrence now said, so why did you throw the dagger to Mark Jr.? And then Lima says she needed all attention to be on MC Junior this week, that she wants MC Junior to shine all through this week. While she was saying it, when she chose MC Junior, his face was like, yo, has he done anything wrong to this girl? You know, that kind of look. And then Lima reason actually made him blush. Anyways, after Lima chose MC Junior, that was the end of the road for the Queen of Lilies. Abishebi Lilies legend, yeah. So that was how she made her way out of the Big Brother's environment. She actually did not leave without giving her signature dance step. She did give that dance step. That's her. Goya, goya, goya. Yeah, she did that dance step that is actually raining. I'm very sure she knows that dance step is this thing now, right now, that people are actually dancing. Various people are partaking on a challenge regarding that dance step. So after she left, Lawrence came back, asked questions to Z regarding Papa Ghost, on the little rift they had during the week. And then Z was like, it was nothing much, that the reason was because Papa Ghost could not give people the opportunity to make opinions, people the opportunity to say what they feel about the tax, so it was just a clash between the two of them. And then Lawrence said it was a rivalry competition, that is a competitive rivalry. How did he put it? And then Z was like, if you say it that way. Meanwhile, talking about Z, let me just admire this girl's beauty. I beg, she is so cute, so beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. And then Lawrence did ask Makeke. The other Sunday, people were actually sweating because of Lawrence asked only about Lima. At least today, Lawrence asked only about Papa Ghost. Hope people will not complain this time because it's Papa Ghost. Anyways, Lawrence asked Makeke that what really happened with the bromance of him and Papa Ghost, And then Makeke was like, he is somebody that do not like argument too much, and Papa Ghost, and he's somebody that will not like let him always be right and let words end from his own mouth. But Papa Ghost is that person who would always want things to be his way, and then he think anybody who does that way is a woman. And then Lawrence was like, this is a shot fired. So afterwards, Lawrence asked Willie, that you and young Papi plan to knock out all of the girls from this game. Okay. So, and it may seem as though you guys seems to have succeeded, except two ladies remaining in the house. So knowing about the two ladies, I think it is the fate. It is now time to decide the fate of one of the ladies, guys. First off, before I continue this gist, somebody should go and warn Lawrence. So somebody should go and warn Lawrence, because even these fans were so scared. Even the Z haters, they started trending. Oh, you guys, I told you Z orange, because these fans actually, they show their symbol with orange color. People started making mockery of them, making jest of them, because why? Lawrence had to make Mpumi and Z stand up to await their fate. And then Lawrence said congratulations to Mpumi, that Mpumi is safe. After he said that, the camera went off on stage, and then this girl Z was hugging other housemates like she was leaving. So many people who do not even really understand the English already felt Z has gone. In fact, if you go to social space, some people already post down, they are deleting it. They are really deleting it. Some people already posted where they are saying Z has left the show, yada yada yada, trying to make mockery tweets and comments and all of that. At a point, me too, I got scared, like I was thinking she has gone, because people actually made me like what I heard, I did not hear where they started saying, oh, goodbye Z and all of that. I'm like, wait, Z gone? I thought Lawrence said we have to decide the fate of one person, though it was confusing. What Lawrence said was quite confusing, but what he's saying that at least one person is safe among the lady for now, while he's coming back to determine others' fate, not like Z is leaving. In fact, if we are sharp enough, we should already know that Lawrence doing that and Z not leaving immediately or saying, oh, this other person had to leave, that means Z is definitely safe, because I was very sure that there is no how Willie would have votes more than Z. If Willie had votes more than Z, I would have finished Z fans today, because how come? Like, how come, So anyways, guys, that was how it did happen. And then afterwards, advert and all that, Lawrence later came back for the real eviction proper. He asked the nominated housemate to stand, of course, except for Mpumi. I am so happy Mpumi is safe. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, she deserves it. So that was how Willie was asked to leave the house. I was really expecting it, and I'm very sure some of you all were expecting it too, because we all were watching the show together and we know the people who really at least have a certain fan base. So that was how Willie got on stage. He watched his highlights. Of course, this boy won back to back, so those highlights of him winning made him smile. And then Willie spoke so much in language, and I don't know why Lawrence could allow that, because Lawrence started it by speaking in language to him, and baby boy just pew, as if he missed speaking in languages. Like I cannot really tell you about his interview right now, but the only thing I can get is he was asked people he would get close to outside, like people he was close to. I think he did mention Fahima, for the ladies, Fahima, Z, and then he mentioned, he said something about Sinaye, and then say something about Papagos being arrogant. He was speaking in language. If somebody can tell me what he was saying, then fine, because I don't know. But I know he mentioned Papagos and said being arrogant. But the question they asked him is people he's close to, and then he started mentioning this name. Maybe what he said about Papagos is that though he is arrogant, but he likes him. And then he mentioned young Papi too. So afterwards, Lawrence asked him to actually throw his dagger, and then he threw his dagger to Mpumi, saying that I am throwing this dagger to Mpumi because Lima said she wants Mark Jr. to shine, and me, I am saying Mark Jr. must not shine alone, so I am throwing it to you, Mpumi, so that you would shine alongside with Mark Jr. this week. He spoke in language, and even Mark Jr. could not understand it. Mark Jr. asked Mpumi, what is the meaning of what he said? So if Mark Jr. could not really get it, now me, we be a Nigerian, go get him. And then Mpumi explained and said, he means that we should shine together. And it may seem as though they are from the same side. I mean, Mpumi and what's his name, Willie. So that was how Willie left. He left happily. He even danced and gave his final kiss to the audience. We also wish him good luck. And guys, that was how it ended. When the show ended and they were showing Papago's face, what I feel is Papago's, I felt for him. Makeke, that I was thinking they are just gonna be close. I don't like what is happening. I don't like this rivalry between Papagos and Makeke. And then Sinaye's face was really not given. I think he feel kind of disappointed that Lima did not throw that dagger to him with the reason, because of especially that reason he gave to Mark Jr. If not for the reason, I think Sinaye wouldn't have feel the way he is feeling. He looked so downcasted. Like, I was like, yo, broadmas and 6 months that was trending. And we all know through this week, we've noticed about the competition of Mark Jr. and Sinaye of who Lima would vote for. And this is Sinaye, Mark Jr. blushing with Mpumi. At least they are blushing that they are safe. Guys, now here is the tea. This is how you guys voted. Mark Jr. is not in the bottom again. Makeke is not in the bottom. And yes, Z fans, you guys actually did well for yourself this time, as Z is not in the bottom. Yeah, that was so sweet to see. I was so happy. So that means if two were going, Mpumi would have left. Had it been Lima is in the house and she got to bottom two, which I know she would never, they would have said, oh, pet this, pet that, pet this. You guys say, oh no. But I love it that it's top 6. Because the house is going to be boring if Mpumi leaves, because that girl is lively. When I say boring, it's not like the house is not boring already, like more boring if Mpumi leaves, Okay, guys, coming from Renny Zion, Lima wants all camera on her good friend Mark Jr. If you don't get it, forget it. Baby girl is rooting for his friend MC Jr. Exactly. And this is where the problem is. And I'm very sure Sinaye received that info, right? Wahala. Lawrence, better not ever play such stunt on Z again. This is not good for human mental health. YZ. I'm telling you, even Lauren should not try it next time. Like, anyways, there's not going to be a next time because this is second to the last eviction show. And meanwhile, guys, there is loads of gists, especially with this Sinaye thingy, right? But it may seem as though those gists, I might probably discuss them with you guys tomorrow. Do you know why? Because I posted loads of video today, and to give you guys chances to watch those ones, I have to pause a bit. So after posting this video, I would probably post one video that I already made, a video I've spoke about already. It's Abdekunle gist. That one is quite juicy. So I will share that video, and that will be the last, so that I'll just give you guys space to go through the videos so you don't miss out on any gist at all. Then afterwards, we'll continue back to back tomorrow. You get a point. All right, babies, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now to see you guys later. Bye for now, babies, and thank you so much for always sailing with me. Ciao, ciao.